Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Oh, it's so loud in here. Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Fans. You're part of history today. And that history is these shoes. I had these shoes when I started Blue Table painting. They're about 8 years old at least. And I love them. I can't seem to part with them. However, my toes are starting to actually make contact with the ground while wearing these shoes. They've got holes in them right there. So, yeah, it is time. It is time to be done with them. But for an object that has received so much use and love, I feel inspired to sing a song. No, not really. The end of an era. Let the new era begin!
Are those the same shoes?
These are the same shoes, pretty much. That's it. Are you guys still here? Folks, time for your studio oh boy. Hey, hey, Blue Table fans! Hey, hey, Blue Table fans! That's still not right. Hold on. I get it. Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Time for your studio update. First off, we haven't had our bird feeder out. So I went and I got this stuff, but I kind of just ended up opening it. And I think I've eaten about 1 pound so far. So it's not good. Let's go over and see what Shannon's doing. Oh, here's a few packages that came in this morning. How's it going, Shannon? What's up with packing today?
I have a mountain of boxes going out today, so if you're waiting for something, here it is!
Yay! And yeah, so that is a whole lot of packing going on there. And Shannon is an expert packer. She frequently gets compliments on the quality of her packing.
Because I really care if you get your things.
She does. It bugs her if anything's broken.
It does.
Because Shannon's a pro. She just doesn't let stuff slide.
Let me go to work.
Alright, so before we look at what you guys are doing, this is what my staff is eating these days. This is breakfast, right, Ren? Hostess fruit pie?
I don't eat breakfast, it's more of a lunch thing.
Okay, so that's lunch. And Twinkies.
Twinkies, they were $3
Alright, and the chocolate donuts. That's so bad. So what are you guys working on?
We are working on some Mountain Dew.
Okay.
We're working on some Grey Knights. They're
Fallen Knights.
yeah.
Evil.
It's basically chaos. Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. Awesome.
So we've
So you've changed the hammer heads.
Yes.
Then the weapons have been switched up
We switched
to be chaosy.
We got some of the night ones. Just
From the Chaos Knights kit.
Yes. This one's pretty cool. It's got the little dragon things from
The vehicle upgrade kit. Now, and you did a blasted moonscape for the bases.
Yes, we did.
So how are those made?
epoxy sculpt.
And so you blob it on, form it out on the edges, put a circle in the middle, like with a ball. What tool do you use for that? Do you have that handy?
a scoping tool.
It's also good for clubbing fairies.
Yes.
Yes.
Small fairies, you know. Bad Grey Knight. Bad.
Okay, so alright.
Really weird.
And alright, so that's that. Here's some of those finished. Alright, so here are those generic electromagnetic pulse rail projectile guns. And they are fantastic. I'm totally stoked about how they work. Here's two side by side, in case you wanted to make like a pair of them. This one needs to be bent a little bit, but yeah.
Railgun is not trademarked by the big company.
Oh, okay. Then here's our railguns.
Well,
Yeah.
in the
So they look awesome. They look free.
Soft.
So hats off there.
Thanks.
Mike, thanks
they
a lot.
were. They came out really well, and it just went super smooth.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Okay, good for you. All right, what do you have to say for yourself? What are you working on these days?
Dark Eldar and Dark
Awesome.
Elves.
All right, and what are we doing tonight? Pathfinder! We're doing
I
a...
stayed up till 2 in the morning reading this. Maybe it was 2:30. I don't remember. I wasn't. My eyes started to not be able to focus.
Right.
So
Okay.
went to bed on my couch with
Nice.
this.
Your wife's like, where's my husband?
Yeah.
Did he leave me? That's awesome. All right, so, and Xana's our expert. She's going to kind of guide us through.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. So I'm on the road with Mike Dunn. We just fueled up. My little 94 Dodge Caravan just, it took 17 gallons to fill up. 60 some odd dollars. I couldn't believe it. I normally only put in like $20 a month. Because well, I only go from my house to my work, right?
Yeah, you only live a couple of minutes away.
There.
Yeah, reading.
It's
On the
awesome.
trip.
All right, so anyway, away we go. All right, so Mike and I are headed up to the Home Depot, and we're going to pick up some insulation foam to make terrain for Valhalla. That wasn't very good. Valhalla. That's better. And so this lady over here is like swerving into the other lane. Anyway, your line is to avoid you, Sean. No, but seriously, yeah, we're doing a desert colonization type thing. Duplicated, so, I mean, done so it can be used for Warhammer Fantasy too, or not fantasy, but fantasy type games. And we are, as usual, stoked about the terrain, and we're going to advance the starport terrain too. So we're off to get basic supplies for that, and also go to the local game shop and see what they have. People are always asking me, what do you use to make your terrain? All sorts of questions about it. Well, here you go. You go back to your lumber department. That's usually where it is. You got to find insulation. And then somewhere near insulation, you'll find this gorgeous stuff right there. Now, not all states even have this stuff. But this is what you make good terrain out of. Extruded styrofoam. They are sold usually in 8-foot by 4-foot chunks. Here's some 2-incher. So if I were just doing terrain for the first time, I'd get 2 2-inchers, 2 1-inchers, and maybe a 1/2-incher for like walls and stuff. And that's typically the sizes. You have a tongue and groove. You know, that's not as good. Usually I have to cut off the tongue and the groove side. This stuff is flat. This is basically perfect for making a flat base board. So what we do, since we don't have a car that's big enough to fit this in here, and we're going to cut it all into pieces anyway, is we're getting our 1-incher and 1/2-incher, and we're just going to go ahead and just cut it up right on the floor here into 4 sections. So 2 foot by 4 foot, and that'll fit in the back of any car, just in your back seat. And what you do is you just check out, and they have never given us a hard time about it, because obviously we're buying it, we'll do whatever we want to it. So that's what you make terrain out of. Here's my new foot gear, flip-flops. Fantastic. It's drying up all that yellow fungus. Alright, so here we are. Here's my van. That's an 8-foot by 4-foot sheet. We're going to cut off the end. We actually think about 6 foot will go in. There's some that we cut already. And I think it's all going to fit. Alright, so the smaller stuff easily fit. Most vans, if not all, can fit a 4-foot something in it, so that fit all the way. Oh, not quite. Not quite. So you got to cut it down to about 5 feet, looks like, for this one, for this van. Alright, and that's it. In it goes. There's our styrofoam, ready to roll. Now, a lot of this stuff comes with a clear plastic like peel on it, see, like that. Leave that on there until you're actually going to use it, and then you just peel the whole thing off. So I got water, and Mike got root beer. He's still young. He still thinks that's good for him. You just took 2 minutes off your life. Yeah, people that say that are kind of obnoxious. It's like, well, there you go. So it turns out, because I'm like, man, you know what would be good while we're up in Provo? Sushi, right? And Mike's like, I'm not a fan of sushi. And I think that is pretty un-American. Alright, we're downtown Provo. There's a storm coming in. We're at Dragon's Keep. Now, when I moved here 8 years ago, Dragon's Keep was a hole. And let me tell you, they really got their act together now. So here we go, check them out. There's a gaming area downstairs, and they're stocked. Pretty darned well stocked. Check this action out over here. The RPG books. This is where a game store comes into its own when it has to put the books, like, sideways. That's about $10,000 worth of books right there, wholesale. Fantastic. So, not too shabby. You got good service. This guy over here. You're going to be on YouTube. Is that okay with you? This is Andrew.
Hi.
He's kind of the store manager. Is the store manager?
I am the assistant store manager.
Awesome.
So I've got 2 guys above me.
And check him out. He's stocking the bags.
Soliciting the bags.
That's right. He
Nothing's
knows his
free.
stuff. He knows. He was selling me up all day long yesterday. All right, Stud. So what did you get?
I got this Pathfinder fig. It's a sorceress because it looked awesome. Has nothing to do with anything. It's just
Really?
a great miniature.
Not going to be your character. You already have your
I
miniature.
do have a character, yeah.
A giant burly barbarian with a huge axe.
Yeah, he's got muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah, he does.
And they're all flexing at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
So that
Looks like he's wearing a bodysuit and he's trying to smuggle out like a dozen oranges.
Steampunk dice.
Now those are awesome. Those are pretty slick.
Yep.
How much did those set you back? 15 bucks plus tax. Is it 15 really?
It
Did
is.
I nail it?
So I'm
That's
excited
brutal.
for these.
Yeah, they're very detailed. So here's what Daddy's got. This is what we're doing at the light. Critical fumble deck, right? So there's that. So instead of like, oh, it's a 1, you fail, you actually draw a card and see what happens. Like, you get tangled up in your gear, you nick yourself with an arrow as you're shooting it, now you're bleeding. And, yeah, so. Folks, last item for studio update is I got on this fantastic Empire army. And I can't say enough good things about it. It's all got magnetized movement trays. And so let's take a little tour through it. You have 10 handgunners, 10 handgunners, 10 handgunners, 12 halberdiers, 12 halberdiers, 15 great swords right there. All the banners have some freehand work on them, little script, quartered, checkered in that case. 2 6-strong units of knights, 2 5-strong units of pistoliers and or outriders, a BSB, a very handsome hero on horse. This is and 3 war machines, 2 cannons, 1 mortar, and this Hawkland long rifle. How many points? I'm not sure. What do we got? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 69 infantry. So I'd say probably at least 1,500 points here. Maybe even pushing 2,000. No, I don't think it's 2,000. Well, anyway, there will be more on this army. I'll probably split it up, put it on the website. But as usual, for a few days, I will have it up as a bulk no questions asked, just pick it up option. And I have to say it is really quite handsome. Red accents with white and blue as a primary duality of colors. Yeah, just get this one is what I would say. So hope you enjoyed the studio update and got your inspiration for the day.